Well. Hey, honey, what you up to?
Making some soup, man. I'm making some soup.
But we just got home.
Yeah, but you know it isn't me. If I'm hungry, I gotta eat.
No, if you're hungry, you're raced to the kitchen.
Oh. Oh, by the way,
Hmm.
we never had that discussion. I mean, we talked about everything before marriage, right?
Yes.
But we never had that discussion.
What part of it?
Who goes to the stove when we get home together?
Oh, maybe we didn't have it, but because I know you love food.
Oh, God, no. Don't say
If you
that.
no, let's get it in perspective here. If you are out, you start thinking of
What is that?
what's for
You trying to
dinner.
say I'm fretting on food? Oh,
Something like that.
I have premature thought about what I'm going to eat, okay?
Okay.
So I've been thinking from morning what I'm going to eat for dinner.
Then I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
But here the thing now. So yes, we spoke a lot about what we like and our interests and how we would meet each other halfway, that kind of thing. But here is a typical example now. Because we just got home
And I head for the kitchen.
and we're just chatting in the room. I greet you, I hug you up formally to say welcome home. And then I saw you walking.
Meanwhile, I'm thinking, what am I going to eat?
Pleasant.
Good morning.
Yes, I had to say good morning to you. Welcome, Shernsy. We're live. Yes, I had to do a little pre-thing just to get us rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Time. How you do?
All right, tired.
Tired is like a chorus.
Tired.
Tired is like a chorus. So, welcome everybody. It is Saturday Morning Runnings. We started off differently this morning, but we're going to roll right in. Jackie is expected. Just to let you know, PSA Max will not be joining us today. She is on another mission. Oh, Lord, and the cup is showing. But while we're doing cup showing and all of that, let us kickstart the show officially, shall we? Because
Welcome to Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. I'm your host, Lady D Denise Gomez Green, inviting you to join me each week for real conversations, powerful stories, and uplifting perspectives that shine a light on voices from the community and the diaspora. Kick off your week with the Monday Drive from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dive deep on Thursdays with Center Stage from 6 to 8 p.m. And ease into your weekend with Satideh Mawnin Runnings every Saturday at 10 a.m. Catch Voices with Lady D on YouTube, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network online, and YouTube, and Fit FM 96.7 in Stuart Castle, Trelawney, Jamaica, or tune in on Linkage Radio online. So lock in, turn it up, and remember, every voice has power. This is Voices with Lady D. Celebrate the heartbeat of Caribbean culture with Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Join us on Saturday at 10 a.m. on YouTube as we showcase the vibrant heritage of Jamaica and the wider Caribbean with 4 incredible women: Sherns, Max, Jackie, and yours truly, Lady D. From powerful stories to cultural traditions, we're bringing the flavor, rhythm, and excellence of the Caribbean straight to you. It's more than a show, it's a celebration of the roots and traditions that inspire and unite us. Subscribe to Voices with Lady D on YouTube and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to stay connected. Every Saturday at 10 a.m., it's Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Come feel the vibes. Satideh Mawnin Runnings, where Caribbean heritage comes alive.
Caribbean women are known for being strong. But what happens when the strong woman gets tired? This Saturday at 10 a.m. on Satideh Mawnin Runnings, we're getting into a powerful conversation. Caribbean women get burnt out with the issues of life, from raising families to supporting everyone emotionally, to working, praying, giving, and just holding everything together. Who checks on the woman? Who checks on everyone else? We're talking about burnout, emotional labor, and the pressure to always be the strong one. How do Caribbean women carry so much? And what happens when life becomes overwhelming? Join us live this Saturday at 10 a.m. on Voices with Lady D on YouTube for real talk, real stories, and real solutions. Satideh Mawnin Runnings, where culture meets conversation.
Morning. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
I am fine, but somebody's finer there.
Yeah, there was a celebratory moment yesterday.
I'd say.
Yeah. Oh, blue to do. I'm sure everything that we mentioned from our hearts in uh in the video clip that we played yesterday is on its way. Yeah, the package is
Okay.
on its way. A very pleasant good morning to you, Jax. You're looking fine.
Oh, good morning. How are
Yeah,
you?
we're good. And you?
I'm feeling myself this morning.
I'm sure you are, as you should. Ay, yes, ma'am. I think you should. We want to just welcome everyone to the show and say yes to no. Let's do that in a minute. Let's do a
Yes.
segment for that. But we are celebrating Women's International Month. Last Sunday was International Women's Day,
Mhm.
and we're here day 14, and this is our feature of International Women's Month here on Saturday Morning Runnings. And the topic this morning says when Caribbean women get burned out with the issues of life. Now, while we laud women for their excellence and we laud them for their strength and we laud them for just how beautiful they are every day, they are living with different issues of life and they are expected to show up. Oh dear. I don't think Jackie saw. Jackie, you saw?
Yes, you
Yes.
did.
Okay.
Sorry, so sorry.
And they're expected to show up
Whether they're hot or cold.
and just be bold and, always ready and in keeping things together. But if we are honest with ourselves, we will say one day, I don't feel it today. Today is not. And when somebody will say, why you must give God thanks, of course you give him thanks. You're thankful that he has kept you. But there's one day when you just say, Lord, where you are do? Why am I seem to be in a this? Or why I don't have the strength to get out of something that I'm in? Or why people look at me as the strong one and everybody are come to me. Now there are different
Mhm.
reasons for different things, of course, but we want to be so practical today to say, hey, while we hear a smile and a carry on, some days just not good.
No,
Or
whole heap
we
of
want
things are
a
going in.
change.
Whole
We
heap of
want
things are
a
going in
change.
the background, you know?
Yeah, we want a change, man. We're glad we're born and all that, but we want a change. We want a change. It is about time. And I spoke with someone very close to me yesterday, and I could hear her distress because life has dealt her, that's how I go. When we get involved into different situations in life, we have to go through what it comes with, or what they come with. You don't have support and so on. So that's essentially what we'll be discussing this morning. And I'm sure many of you who are joining us will be able to say, boy, them girls here taught the truth. Them a lick me this morning, but it is not meant to lick, is because we understand. And we should bring them to the fore. Not only are we going to do that, but we will give you some takeaways as to how you can, you know, do your best to deal with them. Because some of us have gone through some really tough situations and we're still standing.
I
And
even
we
checked. Where is our Max?
Max is not joining us today. She has a 60th birthday celebration for her sister.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so she's actually on her way there for that. So she will not be joining us this morning. Last week we missed Shernsey, but Shernsey,
Listen,
you said you watched it and we held up well. Thanks
Oh
to
yeah.
thanks to Jackie, thanks to King,
Oh
and thanks to
yes.
Lovey. I was just on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we had
Yeah.
fun. The bush
Yeah.
and the bush rat soup.
It was good.
not
It
Bushra. So
was.
can you imagine Sharnet? When I
Yeah,
say
man.
Sharnet,
That
I
is a
must find something
common.
my grandmother or grandma.
Yeah, I mean, I had some that, I mean, obviously I wasn't here, otherwise I would have gone into it, but y'all did enough. You know,
Enough.
yeah, man,
Jackie, we
you
get
did enough
enough,
in the
Jackie.
time allotted for such things.
Yes, yes. We did
We
enough,
did-
Jackie.
Yeah,
We had demonstration and all.
I
Yes,
saw.
yes,
I had
absolutely.
some stuff as well, but you did well, Jackie. You're representing, so
Yes.
that's wonderful.
And so we want to bless you up this morning and say um, a very wonderful, wonderful Saturday morning to you. It's actually very, very windy here in the Northeast this morning. It will be windy all the way up until how much o'clock? Breeze just blowing
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
and
It
things.
has been windy
yeah,
down here too. And you
uh,
know, my greatest prayer while it was being so windy, well, it kind of calmed down since yesterday or so. I was just praying that the mango blossoms then don't blow off.
well,
And the
yeah,
tree them.
right.
Causes say, yeah.
Hmm.
But I realized that when the wind it that no, if the blossoms come earlier, like say February, January, late January, February, they have that wind and it blows them off. So the
Yeah,
mango season is affected.
yeah,
But this year no, the blossoms started to come up a little later. So when the breeze came, it's like they were strong enough to hold on.
yeah.
So
But
it looked like
let
the
me
mango
ask you something,
season going
Jackie.
big.
From From blossom to ripe fruit, how many months is that?
The ripe fruit will come in fully by May, June.
How many? All right. So what are we in?
So this is March,
So we're talking about
May,
4
June,
months.
3 months. Some a little bit later.
Okay, because I was checking, because when I was leaving Jamaica in mid-January, my Julie tree was very, very, very well full of blossoms. So me daddy said, wait a little bit. It's gonna come in,
Julie usually come earlier. A lot of times when you talk about mango, wait, by the way, well, we switch to mango. Mango season.
No, you were talking about the wind, and then you said I want the mango blossom. All right, you know what? Let's
Crazy the mango blow because everybody know how we love mango. So
No,
me,
but me
there's a
too,
mango
but you know
tree
what?
in the yard right here. Eh?
Okay, you looking at the tree right now?
Yes. So me I look at it the other day, I said to Mom, I'm gonna see no blossom on the tree. And it's like one morning we just wake up and the whole tree full of blossom.
Full of blossom. You see that?
We don't want the breeze blow them off.
The tree telling you to mind your business and don't peek. You know what? This saying that says a watched pot never boils.
Never boils.
So you just have to leave it alone. But we had a lot of. But speaking of that, we're gonna come out the mango argument in a minute. I went out early this morning, and I mean, although it's windy and there's a good chill in the air, it's nice and bright.
Mm-hmm.
The sun is really out, and very beautiful. And I noticed that the street vendors that come up with the produce, with mango and things, they have already started setting up on the side of the street.
Okay.
So that's a sure sign of warming up coming. But anyway.
Yes. All righty. So we are getting in our conversation this morning, but before we do that, we should not kick it off without formally celebrating our girl Jackie, because yesterday was her birthday. Jack, tilt your thing a little bit forward to you. We're only seeing up to your neck. Yes. All righty. Better. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Jackie celebrated her birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
And after much ado, we were able to pull off something. And as usual, because we celebrate each other every year. Yes. So we want to just say happy birthday to you, Jax, and just share what perhaps some people have not seen, what we were able to put together for you, because you deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you, Jax. Hey, it's your birthday, Jackie, and we can't let night come down and not say nothing to you.
Oh my goodness, that's not good.
No, sir. So, we know that this is a new year for you, and we just want a whole heap of niceness to happen.
Like what?
Like that.
What?
Like that.
No, who to pick?
I think you won't ever live down this Hutupek story.
So Jackie, I was writing my birthday greetings to you, and it sounded like this. Happy birthday to you, my sister from another mother. We're not just friends, we're a crew that pray together, laugh together, cry together, and we'll always be together. Happy birthday, my sister friend.
Yes, and from yours truly, Jackie, my love, I love you, and I want the best for you, and you have started on a journey, and it'll work for you. And no matter how you appear on a Saturday morning and say how you work until 2 a.m., you still look nice and young. So can you imagine now when that time come, or you're going just young, fresh and green?
What time is that?
That time. Yeah. But God bless and keep you, Jackie. Happy birthday to you. And from the crew here at Satideh Mawnin Runnings.
And I just wore my hat just for you, Jackie. I tip my hat to you.
Yeah, and if you notice, I am with Pan Am.
In other words, we got dressed up in the kitchen just to
Your favorite place. We are doing this to the kitchen curtain. Mm-hmm. But we love you. Happy birthday, my love. Mwah.
And cheers, Jackie. To many more wonderful years. Happy birthday.
We love you.
We love you.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorites. Sweet.
Should we send a kiss for her?
Yes. Yeah.
I give you.
Mwah.
I sent it, Jackie.
Happy birthday, my love.
Hey Jax, what's up? It's your birthday, you know? Yes, today's your birthday. And I just want to say, happy birthday, happy Earth Strong, happy born day, happy everything on this day. May you have the most beautiful birthday you ever experienced, girl. Just live it up, do what you want to do, and remember now, if I'm going to work, you know, just enjoy the day. Cut with some dinner. Drop 2 legs. Whatever you want to do to make you happy, darling, just do it. Because guess what? It's your birthday and you have to celebrate it. So, happy birthday.
Hey Jackie, happy birthday. Me just want you know how proud me is to call you my friend. You work hard, you give from the heart, and even when your day is long and tiring, you still find time to rub up a little pudding for those in need. You still show love to people who need it most. That kind of spirit is special. Upon your special day, me pray God will bless you with health, joy, and plenty more years of success, and of course happiness. So may laughter, peace, and favor follow you everywhere you go, my girl. Every day of your life, may you be blessed. Enjoy your day to the fullest. You deserve every bit of celebration. Big birthday, love, and blessings to you in abundance. Have a wonderful, happy birthday.
Well, that was quite the video.
That was very warm. The Hutu pecking at the story make it. The Hutu by the Hutu make it to the story.
Yes. Well, that's okay.
No
But,
Hutu peck around here.
how was it, Jax?
It was a very relaxing day. I took off from work, and this is what I did. I set out to go get a massage. I woke up late. When I say late, I slept in a little bit late. When I got up, it was raining. Mom was still in bed. Okay. And I came and I jumped in the bed with her. I hugged her up on me and she did it. Putting foot over one another. And you know? So that was like the start of the birthday. And then we get up. I felt for a little chocolate tea, but it was only me and Mom, so we never bought a chocolate tea. I just made some tea for myself. Just a little rundown of the day. And then I took a shower, watched something on TV. I took a shower. I said, okay, I wanted a massage because my friend Nadine in New York, Nadine had sent me something to treat myself from when Nadine sent me, and I said, I'm going to save it for my birthday. So I said, okay, let me go find a masseuse and get a massage because I've been having some, tenseness in my shoulder and all of that, and my legs, because I stand on my legs for hours, on my feet for hours during the day. Mm-hmm. Went to the massage place, knocked on the door, asked the lady finally opened the door. He said, she's not available. She's going to send me to her friend, which is over in about 10 minutes away in Pompano. So I said, okay. I jumped in the car and I drove over to this friend that she has. When I went over there and I walked in, the lady came out and I was looking around. The place smelled of smoke.
Oh, nice.
I said, no, what kind of place did she send me to?
Smoke like cigarette smoke?
She tell me the price plus the tip. It's like she dictates the tip. So she said, if you want it or you leave it. I said, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. I said, it's my birthday and I'm not going to spend it in a place like this. I said, the place is reeking with smoke. and this is not an experience that I want on my birthday. So bye-bye.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Great.
wow.
So
That is right.
I left. And I drove like 2 minutes up the road, and there was another massage place. And
Oh,
I went there. It was nice. The atmosphere was nice. And I got me a nice massage. And went, I left and I went to Bath and Body. I'm going to wash my hand in every soap, every scrub, and
God.
everything where they have in there were fabulous.
You
I
were like a kid in a candy shop.
I fabulous up my hand and walk
Hey.
around the place. And they even gave me a birthday gift because it was my birthday. And it was on the system, so I got a birthday gift. And
That
then
is
me buy a slice of pizza.
Well,
And then I came home. I come home. That was my day. It was nice.
well.
It was just
Happy
that's
birthday, my love. You went, you enjoyed your day, your food.
yeah.
Where is
That's
mom, by the way? Mom couldn't join us with you?
Mom is downstairs. I don't I have to see what she's doing. I know she was talking to my sister.
Oh, okay.
Let's
So you
see,
can
because
send a text and see.
she busy and
Yeah.
make burlap rug, crocus bag rug.
Oh, that is right.
Oh
That's
yes,
what I like.
she
That's
make
what I
blanket
like.
and she
Oh,
ready. Now she make crocus bag rug.
sure.
So I know she's watching the show. She's always
Right. For those of
yes.
you who are just coming in, Max will not be joining us this morning. Max has a previous engagement, but certainly she'll be back next week. So, hey, she will have to share stories with us on her return. We want to welcome everyone to the show this morning when Caribbean women get burnout with the issues of life. And, I know Sharnsey would just love to kick off this segment here because she was MIA on us last week, and it's about time.
oh my God. I was here just listening to the intro and saying, oh yes, oh yes. But that don't mean say it was gonna come to me. But anyway, yeah, burnout is a real thing. And getting tired is a real thing for women. I certainly have been there, and by no means am I completely out of it. I don't think we are ever out of it. We wear a lot of hats. Sometimes we are the breadwinners, mothers, caregivers, whether for elderly or for the young. If we're in church, we are church workers, and sometimes even community organizers. Is a lot of stuff we do. And while some people wear that badge of honor, there comes a time when, I would call it, there's a need for changing of the horses.
Mm-hmm.
You have somebody who's always doing it. There comes a time when somebody needs to step up. And it's always said that if you're in a position, you should mentor someone so that they can take over from you and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So, although women complain of being tired, sometimes we take on so much, whether willingly or unwillingly. Most of the time it's unwillingly, it's just thrust upon us, or we see the need and we just jump and do it. But it can be overwhelming sometimes. And if you don't pace yourself, some people will even get to the point where they snap because they have been under such enormous pressure.
For sure.
It's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to unpack in this topic here.
Yes. So, and Jax, what would your intro comment be? You're muted.
Oh, that's one of the things we learned about in nursing school, burnout. It's real. It's a real thing. And when we say burnout, it's like you get to a point where brain fog take you over. You're tired. It's like you're at a point where you're about to break.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when you need all the support that you can muster up. Friends, family, and people who are around you really have to understand the dynamics of a burnout.
Mm-hmm.
or even not call it burnout, call it something else that they can understand, that they can relate
Yes.
to, and then they'll understand the feeling or
Mm-hmm.
what it is. Because I've experienced burnout, and when it came on to like the end, run about the end of my program when I was in
Mm-hmm.
school, it was excruciating. It was really bad burnout to the point that I read something and immediately it's gone out of my
You're
head.
gone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like I don't remember it, and I'll just put down my head. I'll either fall asleep or just can't retain anything. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I might go and sit down in front of a test and just stare.
Oh, wow.
You know, that was real, real
Yeah.
burnout.
And you
And
know something? No, finish your thought. You were about to say something else.
yeah, and I experienced it too when I go to work, and then people call out and you have to fill in, and then you find yourself working straight. That's
Mm-hmm.
another form of burnout. And you can also have family burnout.
Yes, ma'am.
Like you've exhausted all the options in care, and and everything.
Mm-hmm.
No, but you know what? They're usually happening simultaneously. It's
That's
never
true.
Yes.
never isolated. It's not a case where okay, I'm at work and I'm overwhelmed and I'm burnt out. I'm burning the candle at both ends and all that stuff.
That's true.
While you have that going on, you left something back a yard to go back to.
Mm-hmm.
You have something to deal with round the saw.
Yes.
Max have the famous song where she used to leave from work, go to work.
Work.
So sometimes you have other irons in the fire that only you alone can turn and take out.
Yeah.
And it's still waiting for you when you finish the other
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And you can barely function. Like you say, after a while, your body just shut down because you're overwhelmed. You are at capacity. You're
Mm.
max out.
That's out.
You're
Yes.
max out. And of course, some people have a mindset was, well, my mother used to do it, my granny used to do it, no one likes to do it. And it does not have to necessarily be so. There comes a time when the vicious cycle needs to end.
Mm-hmm.
You have to put a pause on it. People have to recognize that no is an answer.
That's right.
Yeah.
When people say, can you do so and so? You say no.
Yeah.
And especially if they're used to you saying yes all the time. The one time you say no, it's a big deal. Like it's a
True.
state committing. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
you will definitely go over the edge if you keep just going, particularly in situations where you're so overwhelmed, you neglect your own needs, your own self.
Yeah.
You had that day yesterday, Jackie, you can relax and get a little massage and relax. If you don't carve out time like that, nobody not carve it out for you.
No, no, because even in the midst of that, I was talking to one of my coworkers in the night who asked me if I wanted to come to work overnight. I
Oh my
said
God.
no.
What?
I said
Mm-mm.
no, it's my birthday, and I deliberately took this day to work
Mm-hmm.
because they needed people to work, and he would have had to through work overnight. This young nurse who was there, he would
Yeah.
have to work the double shift. So he was asking me if I wanted to work. He said, "But I worked on my birthday." I said, "Yes, that's you, but
Mm-hmm.
I deliberately took this day for me."
So
That's it.
welcome everybody to the show when Caribbean women get burnout with the issues of life. And I just want to post a few comments here. So co-producer is seated next to me here. So he placed his good morning greeting. Happy Saturday morning, everyone. Then he says, lovely ladies, there's no indication that you're carrying the struggles that Caribbean women carry. You're beautiful.
Why,
Oh,
why thank you very much.
Well, thank you. So he says, happy birthday, Lady Jackie. You look beautiful. Only thing missing here is the cake that you make best.
Yes.
my son provided the cake this
Yes.
time.
And good morning. This name looks familiar. I believe she's in Jamaica, Sharon Hay Webster.
Oh, really? Hi,
Yes.
Sharon. Welcome.
Yeah, she says true. And that's in response to Sharon's comment a while ago. And co-producer says, "Do men contribute to the experience?"
Oh
Yes,
God.
Yes,
yes.
there
Yeah.
is a chorus for that.
Yes.
Also, she says, yes, as eldest sis, people in family expect you to always be available.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. And Jackie says, my son provided the cake this time. But you know something? Most of us who are born, raised in the Caribbean, I don't know if it is from our ancestry, but it's always work.
Mm-hmm.
We are supposed to work, sweat, earn our monies, take care of ourselves, take care of family, show up every time. It is just something that's in us. And even when we know we are about to pop down, we are still pushing.
Yeah,
Yesterday was a typical
you're
example.
kicking another gear.
Yes, ma'am.
You find something extra, you
Yeah.
know.
Because yesterday, a typical example, we got up and we sat down, huddled together, discussing the way forward with business and so on. I spent my time working through as we are trying to put pieces together, came up with something which is very good. And for the most of the day, I was at the laptop. Now
Mm.
it's my day off, but I switched into gear and said, fine, here is another form of work for us. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't just relax all day and say, and so I kept going. When we were retiring for bed, it's like 2 a.m.
Oh, see there?
So we
They say,
know
where
what
did
it
the
is
day
to
go?
work, but co-producer will say, well, he just said he didn't come and tap me and say take a break, but because he keeps saying that I don't compartmentalize well and I will just keep moving and all of those things. So he mentioned it as we were retiring. But
Yeah,
but
but you
I
know,
understand it.
yeah, what I find, because for me, there are times I have things to do. Me being the leader of a ministry at church, and a big one at that. Sometimes there are things that, I mean, always there are things I have to do. I'm in the process of doing stuff. I have to plan stuff. I'm being called upon suddenly and all of that. So sometimes I get some amount of inspiration based on things I want to do. I may, like you said, Lady D, you have stuff that you're working on, and sometimes I get caught up in, I just get a moment of inspiration and I just pull out. I could be hours a night because my husband used to say, what you do this time of night, what that, no. And I'll say to him, it's something something I have to do, or it's something I've been thinking about, and all of a sudden I'm laying down and bing, a good thought popped up in my head. And back in the day, I used to be able to just put it to the side and say, okay, tomorrow morning I'll write it down.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's not happening these days. If I don't write it down at that moment, either it's never coming back or it is
Mm-hmm.
back a long time after. So I'll pull out my phone, get on the notepad on the phone, put down whatever thing popped in my head,
Mhm.
to the point where if it's something I have to write, I end up just writing it, which sometimes takes a while.
Mhm.
Right.
I know when I put my head back down to sleep, that task is completed. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So sometimes, even like you said, it's your day off and you're still working until whatever time. Even when there's a day off, and the average person will look at you and say, well, you had a day off. You still have things scheduled to do on the day off.
Yeah,
Yes.
but remember,
So
you are
that's off.
occupied.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like doing the other hours, and these few hours that you got as day off, that's the only time you get to do anything for yourself or your family or whatever, so you have to squeeze everything in that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a lot, and we wear a lot of hats. Sometimes in the family, in some families, you might be what we call the fixer, because when drama pop up or something are going, either
Yes.
you are probably the eldest that they look up to, or
Mm-hmm.
qualities you possess. You are the one who can diffuse a situation. And you probably, probably not have the mindset. You're probably on your way home, like Jackie probably will be coming home from a double shift, and you
Yeah.
just want crash, but then it pop up, and you just have to jump in and take care of it then and there. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
then again, it might take a while too. It might not just be a one and done. It might be an ongoing situation and all that stuff. So it's never done. I find that if
Never.
I have to do something that's going to be time consuming for a while, I have to get myself in the mindset to say, well, look, this is not a task to be done, in an hour or a day or two. It might be years. I remember
Yes.
before my mother passed, I was her caretaker every Saturday. So every Saturday, as soon as I wake up, I would be up and at her home to get her out of bed, breakfast, shower, and I would stay with her for sometimes 12 to 14 hours every Saturday.
Mm-mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that happened for years. And as a matter, I used to be with her doing this, sitting down somewhere in her room, doing the morning runnings because I had to be there. And then, she suffered from sundown as, towards the end. So she would get very sad when the sun going down. And I'll say to her, I'm going to leave. And she said, Lord, you leave already. Mind you, I would have been there maybe 12 hours. Because
Yes.
go from 7 and sometimes all 9 o'clock, I'm still trying to extricate myself. And then I couldn't I didn't have it in my heart to wait till she's sleeping and tiptoe out and leave her because
Mm-hmm.
when she wake up, then she's disoriented, know where you're gone, and she calling, and
Yes.
I couldn't do that. So I did that for years. So I did not see, I was praying that God would give her as many years and as long a life. But at the time, I was very burnt out. I couldn't do anything here. So
Mm-hmm.
my husband, he would take care of the chores for Saturday, do the shopping, do the this,
Just one moment. Is there a open anybody has their audio open? Because when you're speaking, Sharon's, we're getting an echo somewhat.
I think I heard it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't hear. I don't hear it on my side.
Yeah. When Sharon's is speaking, we hear it. Go ahead, Sharon's.
Yeah, so I'm just saying that sometimes, we take
Oh,
on
yeah.
things that you have to do it because it's you just have to, like being a caregiver, and
Mm-hmm.
you see no end to it. So you just go, you just continue going and going and going until such time while working around other things. And if you have some help, thank God. If you don't, then it's really worse on your end because then you don't have a reprieve.
Right. Mm.
Yeah.
The saddest part of that is they have something called caregiver burnout.
Let me tell you,
In
man,
many
that is
cases,
a
the
real
caregiver goes before the
yes,
person you're caring for.
yes, yes. I can see that. I used to have to. After a while, what I did was I would force myself. When my mother had a home attendant, so she would do like the laundry and so on. But then my mother, like for food shopping, she wouldn't ask her if she would want us to go because she know the brand, she know the this, the that. She like how me cook, so she don't want me cook some stuff for her. I know how
Mhm.
her cook, and so I would have that. But I used to have to force myself. She slept a lot towards the end, so I used to force myself to take a nap with her while she's on one of her naps. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because
Mhm.
otherwise, if it would be like a baby. If a baby sleep,
Yes.
you
That's
decide
the
to,
recommendation. Mm-hmm.
yeah, when they wake up and you would not want to lay down, you got to be back up again.
Mm-hmm.
So caregiving takes a lot, and like Jackie said, you can work yourself into the ground to the point where you neglect your own needs because you're forever taking care of the needs of the
Other
person you're
people.
Of
taking.
others.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me see what Andrea says here. Andrea says, I worked on my birthday last year and regretted it. Not this year, though. And here's Andrea. Marie, you're here. Good morning and blessed Saturday morning. Happy belated birthday, Jackie. May God continue to bless you with many more blessed years. Absolutely. And
Yeah.
co producer says, since there was a chorus of yes, that men contribute to women being burnout, what can we do to help? Okay, so we'll be getting to that in a minute. Um, okay, Jack says thank you. Well, here we have an audio lady in the back office there, Drea. Happy Saturday morning, everyone. Big shout out to our women. It's Women's Month. Ladies, we honor and celebrate you. There you go. So before we address co-producers' question, so if you're just joining us, we are discussing when Caribbean women get burnout with the issues of life. We addressed somewhat the silent load women carry, the expectations, how resilient they are, and that we're always managing. And, we have used the term, if you don't do it, who will?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that kind of something. And so we normalize stress. Me good man, me just tired, but me good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When we are followed. Me good man.
Listen, hold on a little bit. Hold on. There's a famous line I saw somewhere. It says, Caribbean moms will be exhausted, but still they will say, me tired? No, man. Just me foot, me head, and me shoulder.
Yes.
Bother me. Otherwise, we good.
Of course. So we list them out, but otherwise we're good. Yes. So of course we are admitting that the many roles women play as mother, wife, caregiver. We will pray, especially if you're a prayer warrior. You'll get up how much hours a morning and you pray, or you have the counselor, then the breadwinner, then the peacemaker, and the emotional labor of holding the family together. Because you were raised seeing your mother being strong even when father not supportive nor giving anything, and you come same way. So if your mate not pull it, you say tomorrow for you, and you just keep going. Right. So you have a lot of women like that. They feel the man not measuring up. They just say, you know what, me never did lazy from the first beginning. So me just go work and take care of myself. And all those things just keep going over and over in our heads. So at some point we're going to get irritable. So irritability. Jackie mentioned forgetfulness. You can even become emotionally numb.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's the other thing that caused that. You're just numb to something. You just move.
But and in psychology, that is considered a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
That's just to cope with whatever is happening. And I find that now being directly in the healthcare field, I find that there are certain things that I'm numb to, which would normally not be the case, before that. Because somebody can die right in front of you right now, in front of me right now, and I might not feel scared or emotionally, affected.
Because
it's a coping mechanism that we develop.
And for you, it's all scientific.
That too. Yes.
You probably know what their diagnosis or their prognosis, whatever you call it, is. And you just say, oh, it was as a result of such and such and such.
Yes.
And you just code and tie up the two big two and fling on the sheet and roll out the one there. So next, pick up the bed for the next person. So you do in the nursing field. So
thank you for that, Sharon.
I know that's usually, and in the beginning that's not how she was. She would come home and she would be shaking and she would be all emotional. But after you go through it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times, you'll be like, okay.
But what about the because you do have cultural messages that can hurt more than help. For example, you may go to somebody and you're telling them, what you're going through, believing that they can give you a word of encouragement and so on. They say, you must strong, man. You must be strong, or you're too emotional.
You're weak.
That bother you. Or they may even say, if it's somebody who loves to pray, pray about it. And then do the space for the real conversation. They don't
Mhm.
listen to what is happening to you. They zoops up there so about
Yeah.
praying about it. And there is prayer which has a very, very critical role to play in
Mhm.
how our faith, what how things are happening. Our faith, we know to hold on and press, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't listen to a woman when she comes, even if expert counselor.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, somebody wants to offload, we
Yeah.
should listen and not just zips them over to the prayer altar.
Yeah. But sometimes unloading is not, you're not necessarily expecting the person to change your situation or to give you
Right,
expert advice. You
right.
might just want a sounding board. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All they have to do is just listen instead of saying, Lord, man, just brush it off, just go and hold it, just go on
Yes.
such and such. Because, like I said, for me, if I can see an end to the situation, we can't just muscle up and say, watch out. The next 6 to 9 months, whatever, I'm going to be on the grind for such and such.
Hmm.
When my daughter had decided to do her master's, my little grandson, he was just born. He was just born. And the other two were older. And she decided to, while working and have a young baby, she wanted to finish this process here for this other degree and whatever. And I said, her and my father and myself had a discussion, and we said, we're going to help you. She do our class schedule. And what we did was my husband would leave work, go to her home, get the other two, stay with the three of them while she get to leave. And then
Hmm.
when I left work, I would go to the home, leave him so he could come home, and then I would stay with them for the next 3 hours sometimes.
Okay.
That was a schedule right
And
there.
we knew it was gonna take some time, you know. And we just put our shoulders to the wheel and said, okay, so what's gonna happen? And that's what we did.
Hmm. Which
And
is support. It takes us back to support,
Exactly.
because if women don't have support, or and sometimes people will suffer in silence. They don't want
that's
other
worse.
people to know that they're having these kinds of challenges, that I'm not managing well, I am irritable, I shout at my children, I go to
Yes.
work, I can't function. None
Mhm.
of that. And so they're hibernating in their thoughts. But if
Mhm.
you have support, and this is a typical example, Sherns, of community,
Oh yeah.
there
Takes
the
a
Yeah.
village. That takes a
importance of
village.
community, as we would call it, sisterhood or bonding, whatever. But we
Mhm.
really do need a space to vent, to be vulnerable. We need that healing power of the talk.
Mhm.
You sit down in a kitchen and just reason, or you help somebody who needs help because they are trying to make, there's progress in the making. They
Right.
want to achieve something. So we can really support each other without judging, because sometimes
Yes.
we would want to judge.
Yes, and that is why, but even to carve out some time to meet up with a sister friend, or whomever your sounding board is, it takes some kind of manipulation and time management to even get the time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because even you say, all right, let me sit down for 5 minutes. By the time you sit down, you look around, something look dusty. You remember say, look, laundry that you do whatever you was gonna cook, you may need to prep it. So now instead of laying down for the 5 hours, sitting down
You
for the
got prep.
5,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you might do 5 seconds and then you jump up. That's what they always say. Even a woman is sleeping, she's still thinking.
Yes.
Because you lay down and you have a laundry list. That's why I tell people, I like a white noise and a white noise machine. Look, a white noise machine, you turn it on and it gives you whether bells or church
Yes.
music or
I like the babbling brook or raindrops and all whatever.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, because and I
Mhm.
like breathing exercises. Like you lay down and you do some deep breathing exercises.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, look here, you have to do some things to normalize what's
Yeah.
happening
Yeah.
around you.
Happening
Because,
around you.
yeah, you don't want to just come home and drop from exhaustion because that,
Mhm.
doing that all the time is still not good
Mhm.
because you're
Little
resting, but
bit.
you're not getting that quality rest because what it is you're just exhausted in your body. So watch out. You're not going. I was even talking to somebody yesterday, and she said to me she was so tired after doing so many things. She got home, took off her coat, lay across her bed, fully dressed,
Mhm. And
and
drop asleep.
no, it was after 4 in the morning.
Mhm.
My God.
That is just
That's
too much on your
yes.
you
That
have too much on your plate in a 24
yes.
period.
Hmm. And
Yes.
all of these things too, and it is so unfortunate, but it's just how we are functioning these days.
Yeah.
And no matter what we do, sometimes we may even sit down, and say, "Boy, me really need to figure this out."
Yeah, but
But because
also
it's a recurring decimal, and you're not reaching out to seek any help.
anyhow.
No, and this is where we can make the segue into the question that co-producer was asking. Because if for women who have, they're in relationships or they have husbands and so on, how can the husband or the man help if he's not giving the support that is needed? Because sometimes they will look at you and say, "Boy, she just so in control. Me not sure how to ask her," which me not even know, me not understand. Um, or he may ask you, but because maybe you don't think same I go really do the job like how you will do it, sometimes
Uh-huh.
they back off.
But
Yeah.
well, can I jump in here?
Yes.
The man sometimes is either waiting for the woman to say something or give them a hint, especially if the woman realizes that she's been doing this thing alone, even though the man is present. She's been doing this thing alone without help. And it's obvious that she's becoming burnt out. She's becoming tired, or she's exhausted. She's snapping at everybody, whatever. Take that as a hint.
Mm-hmm.
And you, like, in her absence, like if she goes out to the store, she goes to work or something, do one of those things that you think she really needs to get done. Just do it without even asking her. When she come
Yes.
home, just tell her point blank, this evening is your evening. Don't do this. I'm going to do it, or I'll do it. I've done it already.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
Take those hints. You have to have an eye and see it. You have to be connected with your partner or friend or somebody, whoever is around you, that you
yes.
can see that there is a need for intervention.
And I like that, Jackie, because when you're together, it's a partnership.
Yep.
So I don't know how many couples have roles, um, but I can say with Eva, like yesterday, I go back to yesterday. So he helped me brainstorm. So I am now left to find stuff to put it together and so on. And he makes his way into his favorite spot, the kitchen, and he whip up something to the point where we could
Right.
do video. So and
Oh,
he's mindful.
was that the jerk lo mein? Because
Same
I gotta
one.
make it.
Yes, please. The
Oops.
jerk lo mein. Right. So I would say, yes, men should pay attention and not see their mates as like a helper.
Right.
Because
And
sometimes they
be
can just say,
supportive.
"Oh, a Saturday morning, make we say she a go clean." And then sometimes them just make them coffee and go sit down, or them tell you then gone on the road. Women have these have these have these, and then they come home now saying, "Boy, place look nice, man," and they have
Mm.
children. So in between that, your watch picnic, and all of that. I think some sensitivity should be applied here so
Yeah.
that they don't feel like, oh God, today I sat there, me fi go do the same old thing again.
Yeah.
What it is there no nothing about running a house is male or female. We all live here. So to say this is your duty or this is my duty or you're the woman, that is nonsensical to me. I can dust, you can dust. I can run the vacuum, you can run the vacuum. I can cook, you can cook. I can do the laundry, you can do the laundry. If you drop something, take it up. If you make a mess, clean it up. You use a pot, you use a plate, wash it.
Yeah.
Don't have me raising you like a child. And maybe
Yes.
you did that wonderful podcast, you and co-producer regarding things to talk about before marriage. This is one such thing. How are we gonna
Yes.
divvy up the household chores? Because I know persons who the man comes maybe from a family where he had sisters or his mother doted on him, and he has a feeling that some jobs are for or some tasks in the home are for the woman. And he will get up like this morning, find him newspaper or him a watch something and sit down to wait for breakfast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cross 10 and a wait. And, no, and instead
I
of
agree with you, Jack.
thing, plug in the kettle, whatever you need to do. Us women love to taste a man's hand. When a man comes,
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
so fancy, but the little love where in it, so you that you well co-producer is a chef extraordinaire, so him not in this category. And my husband is a good cook too, but I know other men who are not so versed on cooking, they might just can't bang out a good scrambled egg platter. Let
Mm.
let him give you that and you work with that because say the heart is put into it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I have men who sit down and the woman know. I had a family member who was married to someone who he would literally, she would cook and he would sit there. And when she finished cook,
Serve him.
as a family, what we do, I saw all of us here. We cook and we wash and we cook and clean up as we go along. So when you're done, have a sink full of plate. You
Right.
use board, you use two bowl, whatever.
Mm.
I
So when
like to do that too.
and she would go sit down, and he would have sit down there. And the first time I noticed, I said, "Wait," I whispered to her, I said, "What's happening?" And she said, "Him a wait for me to come dish out him food."
Yes.
My dog
I
is.
know people. I know somebody who went through that myself.
You do everything, and then they're sitting down to be served. So you have to know. You have
Yes.
to know every tray, and you pull out.
Platter.
You pull out
Yes.
you
And
place
the
it.
person would be served on a platter and
Uh-huh.
eat and everything wonderful. The person is a great cook,
Mhm.
but the person is like an argument have to develop for the person to even cook a good meal to give to you. And when the meal cook, the person will say to the person that I don't share.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
I
dear.
don't share. And then the person now would sit down and the person would eat, and then the person would say to the person, carry the plate, go put on in the sink.
Oh Lord.
Or carry the plate and put it down in the sink. And then the other person now would leave and go work and come back, and the plate would be in the sink, same way, and the garbage in the house.
Well, you
So
see,
I understand where you're coming from, Sharon.
yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. And in keeping
Yes.
with the answer for what the co-producer said, how can men help? My thing is that you're not paralyzed. There's nothing wrong with you
Wrong with
physically.
you. Mm-hmm.
Clean up after yourself. Look around. Your mother ain't here.
Mm-hmm.
Clean up. If mama used to pull out the napkin and dab the corners of your mouth and all that, she's not here. Put on your big boy pants and know say you have a working wife.
You know
That's
that
right.
because you're working
Yes.
outside the home, the
Yes.
wife is working outside the home, the two are try pull together. I've seen, and this would drive me. I've seen where the woman constantly saying to the man, "Pick up your towel now. The hamper is right there. You took a shower. Why the towel on the ground right there? Why your clothes you take off on the ground? So you're picking up after them, and you are now look. You are now expected to pick up the laundry, put it together, wash the laundry, fold the laundry, put it away. What is he doing?
Perfect recipe for burnout.
Exactly. Because you're burning, I mean, God not give women a different number of hours in the day than men. When I get 36 and you get 24, you
No,
probably
sir.
work an 8-hour shift. I do the same. And you have some kind of commute or whatever. So the least you can do is to show some kind of some amount of consideration. But some men, like you said, Jackie, they don't cook, they don't wash up nothing because of the woman for do it, and
Mm,
they don't sit and expect to be served, and then you have to serve and then serve again.
mm-hmm.
It's
And
it's,
then
it's
iron two shirts for me, iron two pants for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Iron do what work about the iron when you plug it in now. Go say, well, you are the man, you can't iron. And sometimes some of them are doing it quite fine in their bachelor days and can handle it. And you come along now and you can't get a moment's peace.
Right. So
Well, this
And
Jack,
then not only how these things have a domino effect. You see how these little things leads up to burnout for one person, and also it culminates as something that will affect gravely
oh yeah, oh
a
yes.
relationship to the point where these things just add up, and the breakdown in a relationship just keeps going.
You see, that
Because
is what
something
is called
changes.
the last straw. The
yes.
Yeah.
straw that breaks the camel's back. And sometimes you have some women suffer in silence.
Mm-hmm.
Although initially they would have said something, but if you say it once, twice, three times, and nobody paying any attention, after a while you decide to just hold it and go on. But one day you get to the point where you can't do it anymore, and
Yeah.
then when you drop everything and say, "All right, this is it," then you are looked upon as, "Oh, so make you feel go on, sir. What wrong with you, sir?"
Mm-hmm.
And nobody, the other person don't look at it like you've been carrying it for a while. You know, not good.
Yes. So we because it is, and again, we want to give tips on how we can manage these things. But so we've covered, the burnout cycle, how partners and family can help. And then there is the faith, culture, and healing, how spirituality can support emotional wellness, the
Mhm.
difference between faith based coping and spiritual bypassing, and reclaiming rest as God given right,
Oh yeah,
not a luxury. We need to say,
nothing
today
wrong.
I am going to
Nothing wrong
take
with rest.
nothing wrong. And we
And
tend
No.
to see
let
it
me
like
speak to some of
a
the
big
mothers-in-law
burden.
out there who feel that some of these ladies must break their neck for their son and then can't rest. Let the people them rest. You have some
That's
mothers-in-law who
right.
are who are who are so bent on you taking care of their baby. That's my baby. You can't rest. You know
Yes.
what I mean? I've never had a mother-in-law. God rest her soul. She departed this life. But I'm just saying, I've seen some instances where the young lady cannot rest
Hmm.
because the mother-in-law come over for frequent inspections and only on her, not on the
Speaking,
part.
Shernsy, that is so true. I don't have a
I see
mother-in-law
some of the
either.
young ladies, some of them are
Yeah.
frustrated in the relationship because
Hmm.
I'm not raising nobody like that. My son, him can make him cook him thing, him know for this and that. And my grandson, same thing, because I'm not contributing to anybody being, you know, a hindrance to somebody else's girl child. You must be able to do something.
Yes.
Don't just sit there and then I'm an enabler because me I say, you know,
Yeah.
I used to do that for him or whatever. That
Yeah.
ain't gonna do with me,
Yes, ma'am.
you know.
Speak it, Sharns,
They
yeah.
must come fully loaded or make them go work on them fully loaded with
Yes.
Good
otherwise,
morning, Velma. Good morning, Velma. How are you? She says that very effective communication comes in. She says having healthy
Right.
communication helps, not
yeah.
shouting or waiting until you are overwhelmed, then you lash out. Some people don't really have the skill for that, you know. They don't know how to not do that. If they get burnout, they just say,
No, but you know what it is? Sometimes some people don't like confronting, or
yeah.
they may feel that if they mention anything, it might turn out to be, an argument. You know what I mean?
Mhm. So they
So
try not to.
yeah, and I've known person, I've talked to many women, and sometimes them say, well, him not supposed to see say him fit help me. Him not see say so and so, and me and him that him not see because they're
Yeah,
waiting for the person conscience
that
to
is true.
them for them to say, well, she did a double shift yesterday, or she worked yesterday, and no, she cooking, she cleaning. You have, I mean, one person I spoke with, she had said that her husband grew up with, I think it was his mother. She would bake every Sunday evening. She would bake something. And not unlike myself. My grandmother baked something every Sunday evening. Every Sunday evening. And if it was something more involved, like a cassava pone or something, she would make it Saturday evening. But we always could look forward to having a sweet
A
treat Sunday.
treat. Hmm.
Yeah. And so that's how he was raised. And initially, he would, make a cake or make something. But it got to the point where he expected it all the time. And
Hmm.
whenever it got to a point where she got tired. Now they started having children. And she said, she had the baby to take care of and so on and so forth. And she be two weekends. And it was the biggest blow up you have ever heard of.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because when cake there, make the cake, say to her, give me the baby. Or I've been watching you rub up the banana bread for a while. Let me see if we can rub it now. Or let me see what you in the kitchen. It was
Jackie. My Coupé.
you see that coming. So, so I'm telling you.
G's hands. Good morning, ladies. Sorry I'm late. I just found the link a few hours ago. I got a feeling like I was.
Should have
She
done
had
it.
numbness in the
That,
face.
oh, okay. Mhm. But she all
Oh,
right now?
Well, she said she licked a little salt
our
and
pressure
she
was
got,
low.
yes, her pressure was low.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Andrea
my
said,
mother
amen.
is,
Mother not here. I told my husband that early after observing his mother. Yes. Yes.
listen, one of the telltale signs too, and people need to, it's not just the person talking out, that person who is feeling the burnout or the aches or the pain of whatever is going on can get very quiet,
Yeah.
and the answers have become just one word answers to you.
Yeah, Mom,
And
it's
that can be a sign. Now that's when you come now calmly, gently, and cuddle up next to the person and say, what's going on? Let's talk.
Yeah, you should know the person to
Yeah.
some degree
Yeah. Let's
where
talk.
you know what a silence is.
Yeah,
And
you've been very quiet. What's going on?
yeah,
yes.
Put your foot here, so make me hear you talk. Nobody
like
do nothing.
Pastor
Just go
Quarry
on.
used to say, you must connect your nerve endings to my nerve endings so you know
Yeah.
how I'm feeling.
Yes, friction there.
Yeah,
Yeah. All
yeah.
right. So Drea says, my husband does most of the washing, even the wears. I wash as I cook as much as possible. Yes. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
But you,
communication. That's what
you,
Jackie said.
communication.
Yeah,
Effective,
Communication.
thoughtful communication. And I'm
yeah,
not sure if it's how All right, so let's go to mom. Good morning, ladies. Sorry I'm late. Woke up early.
Oh, that was what you
Had
was
a
ready.
slight
Oh,
headache.
that was, yeah, that was what.
Numbness in my face. Check my pressure. It was way too low. I had to scramble down the stairs and lick some salt.
No, if she didn't have one husband, no, me then hope so the man would insist say something all right with her.
Hello.
You understand? No, I say, honey, what's going on? When my
Yeah.
stepfather was alive, I doubt he would even notice that. You know?
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
that's one of the things.
So of course, co-producer is bigging up
Drea.
Rhea's husband. Yes. Wonderful. But I think it's really a good conversation that we're having when Caribbean women get burnout with the issues of life.
This is a good question there, Eval. At what point?
And how does a family intervene when
This
family
is
is
a
being
very touchy part because the family has to be careful how they intervene.
Mhm.
You know what? There was a reel that I watched quite some time ago, and the husband, the couple is young. I would say they're probably their late 20s, and the husband is sitting on the sofa playing video games, and the wife, she's standing there with a basket of laundry, and she's saying, like she was saying, Byron, can you just help me with so and so? And he must shrug her off, and him just.
Mhm.
But her mother had, I think it was his mother. It was his mother who had come in the door. She obviously had come for a visit.
Mhm. Mhm.
And so the mother observed that's how her son was
Is
doing. I
yeah.
think the gist of it was the wife had told the mother-in-law that he wasn't helping. And she decided to come over. And she caught him in the middle of he playing video games, sitting down there in boxes, playing video games while she was finishing up whatever she was cleaning and picking up a basket of laundry. When he shrugged, when she called him and said, "Can you help me?" And he shrugged her off, apparently like he always do.
Mhm.
Mother was right behind the wife, and she jumped on him. You see, she said,
Yeah.
"This is how I raised you," and he jumped up, he threw away the what you call it, the controller, and he
Mhm.
was scrambling to straighten up the sofa cushions. And oh,
Mhm.
I didn't know it was here. She said, "Well, it is taking me to come for you to help her. She been telling me all this time that
Mhm.
you wasn't helping, and now I come." And this is not how I raised you.
Mhm.
And I said, look at
Yeah,
that. Some mothers, big up to them. They really,
yeah, yeah. One
really,
of the what I saw one. I don't remember if it was a reel or something, but the woman just passed out right in front of him.
from
So
exhaustion.
yes,
Oh my.
she was tired. She had done her lot. The woman just passed out right
Mhm.
in front of him. No, no, dude, you better pick up the baby off the floor that dropped out her hand. The plate,
Oh,
the plate that you left on the sofa, and the clothes that's in the laundry, in the machine, and the kitchen. You
I
have to deal with the house.
It's interesting though because some men seem to think that when you're in their life, you're supposed to take care of them. Is
yeah.
that kind of take care of in totality?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
they're supposed to just have the easy ride.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
but
you be the
what,
total
you know,
breadwinner.
where that came from? That came from when women did not work outside of the home.
All that.
And you would have a man say, but you don't work.
Mhm.
I'm the breadwinner. I go out and work all day. You don't work. Meanwhile, you're at home being the
And
organizer in everything.
yes, that's
You're
that's
helping,
a job.
yeah, you're helping with budgeting, you're
Mhm.
helping, if the school calls for the child sick to come pick up, or you're just keeping the place together, or whatever you're doing.
Mhm.
And then perish the thought you should now have a hobby, or you want to enhance yourself, you want to finish a course or a degree, or you want to do something for yourself. Like it's almost unheard of that you need some
Hmm.
me time.
Yes.
Some me time must be built in, whatever that may look like.
Mhm.
But also,
Whatever it look like, you might want to sit down quietly with a cup of tea and drink, You might want it depending on where you live. You may want to go for a little walk, or if you're a jogger or whatever you do, or meet up with a girlfriend and just be silly. I've seen many women cases about like meeting up with a girlfriend to just talk. I wanna talk about a big woman, wanna kiki kiki. That's
Yeah.
part of what helps you along in you know, it's like you're
Listen.
wasting time because you could have been home taking care of A, B, C, and D.
Mhm.
When
Mhm.
I go
Right.
out and I come back, whether I'm with a girlfriend, a couple of girlfriends, or my sisters, or whatever. When I come back, I am so much better because now we don't laugh, we don't chat,
Rejuvenated.
lay down all our concerns, and address certain things. And you come back with a pep in your step. You probably went for a little massage date, or you
Okay.
probably
Mhm.
mani pedi, or if you go to
Yes.
the dinner, whatever you did, you come back, you feel brand new. It's part of
Mhm.
your maintenance. How man to maintain care and brush down care and polish care,
Listen.
and change
If
all
them
and
brushing down the way them brushing down that car, you know how wonderful that relationship would be.
you know
If
what I
them
mean?
brush you down and polish you down like how them polish down that car and kiss up the car. Listen,
You see this question now?
listen,
You see
man.
the question
And
you
we
should
also
know.
we also don't want this people to think that this is a male bashing kind of thing,
No,
because I
No.
no.
notice that the young ladies nowadays,
Mhm.
they have taken up this kind of sex. There's a switch in roles now that they expect the man to be their breadwinner, and
Mhm.
them not giving anything. They're not coming to the table with anything, and them not have no burnout, but the man is getting burnout.
Mhm. So that's a spin-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
Mhm.
have seen it the other way around so
And
long,
they've
and they have
chosen
made a
not to go
concerted
through that.
effort that it's not going
Yeah.
to happen to them.
No, they're not doing that.
They're
Yeah,
not
but
doing
them
it.
abuse it now, and
Mhm.
Well, there you go.
it
Yes.
kind of,
But in
yeah,
all of it,
kind of
because
looks like using.
a lot of there are women, especially women who have had children. So, a woman who is not, who doesn't have a partner, um, will still have these moments when she gets overwhelmed too because of what she does,
Yeah.
or her single state of mind, or whatever it is.
Yeah, our family, the extended family
And the
too.
Yeah,
extended
yeah,
family.
her energies are directed in
Yes.
another direction, either towards the
Mhm.
family or even her children.
But here, co-producer just
Extended
posted
family.
a question: should a woman withhold intimacy because everything is intertwined when the man doesn't help around the house?
Listen, because you still have that need to feel. So it shouldn't be a case where one affect the other, but mentally it will do that
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
without you even trying to, to
Yes.
make mentally, because of what you've been going through. There's no feeling for that because of what you're going through, the burnout and
The
the
stress, the
the
stress, the
stress will cause you
aggravation,
to
the burnout.
lose
Yeah, if
that
you're
feeling.
sitting
You
there
don't have no
watching me,
libido.
yeah.
The intimacy get affected because you can't be as affectionate as you really want to, because there's so much going on in your head. As soon as you lie down, you drop asleep, and you don't have any energy. So mentally, you're affected because of what's happening. And if the man or the woman would only pick up a few percentage of what you do per day, it would
But you know,
change
but you,
that.
yeah, but you know what happened? They tell you that for women, foreplay begins from the morning. If you're going to get to the
Yes.
get to by night
Thank
time,
you.
the foreplay begins from the morning. If you make you a breakfast, right?
Yes.
Or he was very considerate to you in some way, shape, or form. But I bring you flowers, chocolate, he make you a nice breakfast, or he help you with the chores, and he was 50-50 with you, and you all went out food shopping, come back together. You probably made a meal, and he said, honey, I got the dishes. All them something there foreplay, that
Yes.
chocolate.
Yes.
So you
Yeah.
see, by the time you unwind and him come and say hello, you're like, well, hello.
Yeah.
Don't sit there
Right, Jersey.
You
actually
melt,
your
you
nerves.
melt like butter.
Yeah,
when don't sit there and watch me. I run and fetch, pick up, run and fetch. Me bend me back, me come back up. Me go run, so me come back up. Are you sitting down there? I sip your Irish mash when me did make few already. And I come if you know, come finish. You must be crazy.
You hear this one here, so now.
You find listen,
The show.
Eval, if you can use your imagination.
Anybody on the line that don't know, that's fine, that don't know foreplay, go ask your
They
mother.
need to go back to their mother.
Or your granny or your auntie or somebody. Let them tell you.
Yes, but if we were to ask the question, so we thank Velma. She says she has to go. But thank you, Velma, for
Is
joining.
that Velma? I went to school with Velma. Is that your cousin Velma from Florida?
Yes.
I went to school with Velma. Hey, Velma.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
But if we were to just pose some questions to our audience, let's say we ask you, what's the one thing you're tired of carrying? We did a segment last week. What would our hearts file a complaint against us for?
Right.
Because, yes. So, what's the one thing you're tired of carrying, woman? And you can even
everybody else. Tired of carrying everybody else.
Everyone else, everything else.
Sometimes it's very hard to come up with just one thing. Because it's a myriad of things. You know what I mean?
But the thing that weighs you down the most.
Yes.
There's something that is really, your craw, pretty much. What's the funniest thing you've done when you were burnt out?
Mash up the place. Start fling stuff.
Go ahead, Sharon.
No, I'm just saying. Sometimes you have had not me personally, but I've seen where women. And them a bang the pot and pan them extra hard and slam
the cupboard and so.
Bang, 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 bang. Yeah. It's because they're doing that, whether unconsciously or consciously, for the person who they expect to help them to say, why are you doing that? What happened? For them to then say, I'm tired. Why can't you help me? So and so and so. So then just bang up everything. Yeah.
Which is such a sad thing. That you have to go to such an extreme.
Yes.
But we could also ask, who raised you to believe you must be strong all the time?
You see, that's the thing. You come and see your mother doing it.
Yes.
And invariably, unfortunately, many of us have had single parents.
Yes.
Most of the time, if you were raised by your dad, it would be because your mother passed away. I've known women to abandon their children, yes, but the cases where that has happened is usually the other way around, where the father, has abandoned the family, and the mother is head cook and bottle washer. So she teaches you to be independent. Do this for yourself, do that for yourself. And then so you grow up with that in mind, like, oh, I have to do such and such. And sometimes the thing repeats itself, even in your effort not to have it repeat itself. It repeats itself. And I have to caution women right here. Your partner, family member, whomever, may not do the thing exactly the way you do. Jackie can rub up her pudding with her eyes closed. No recipe needed. Me enough go say 2 cups of sugar, but 10 minutes, keep it over glass, make sure that's what's happening.
Yes.
But with more intensity or more effort. You have some women in the do it exactly how them want it to be done.
Yes.
Do good and all of them are crawl on them hands and knees because it has to be done the same way that they do it. It have to turn slightly to the left, with 40 years. So if it's not done that way, it not do good none at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have to get out of that because food I go eat, pot I go dirty, table for wipe off. That is going to happen in perpetuity. So do
Yeah.
not jump on. And it happens to when you're training your young ladies or your young men in the home. They're learning. You might be left-handed, you're a southpaw, you do it this way. Me right-handed, me go and do it. So let the child
Mm-hmm.
and get it. Not make them have to be your carbon copy because then you
Mhm.
complain about them not helping, but because you're a piece,
Expectations. Yes.
yeah, you want it done your way
Mhm.
or the highway. You have
Mhm.
to get
Mhm.
all of that.
Yes, and individuality is important and to respect
Yeah,
each other
right.
because there are some things that he teases me or when I'm cooking, he come in like it's a what you call it? It's a project because I take my time. And I'm not a fast cook. I can't
Right.
just fling it up them in the pot.
Right.
I'm timely. But when the food cook, you can eat and nobody know if it say, and I leave the table kind of thing, or
Right.
say, or they need to add little bit or whatever.
Right.
But I think over time we have told ourselves that I need to either do it like they taught me or I need to do it better than they taught me.
Right.
And so there's the added pressure that we have placed upon ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we want to leave people with a tip just mindfulness
Mm-hmm.
in this world. Yeah, you have children. Please stop just taking on everything for yourself. And I speak to myself, for some of the things that I could say, all right, put it over here so a little bit. But because there is a inner drive for us to
Yeah.
accomplish
I have
something,
to delegate some of my
we just
work, some of
seem
the
to
stuff.
compartmentalize. But we need to speak up. And in with a seasoned tongue, we can
Yeah.
speak up and say, hey, here is what, because we have conversations all the time. And sometimes you just say, hey, so and so and so. And so both people, everybody is clear about what you feel, what your perception is, because sometimes you are come with something from way over North Pole.
Right.
And the person over
Depends,
the South Pole know nothing about.
yeah, depends on what your background is. You're gonna come with that experience.
Yeah. But
For you,
merging
it's
them,
normal. For you, might be
it's
normal. For me,
normal.
it
Yeah.
might be like a little over the top, but that's what you come with,
Yeah.
and that's part of loving as a person and taking them for who they are. You know.
Mm-hmm. What here? So, no, but yes, I would say, woman, it's time for us to take our breaks when necessary.
Yes, very much so.
He looks at
What?
me and says, Amen. Help me but talk to. But yeah, we should take our breaks when necessary.
Mhm.
Because it was in a clip it's yesterday's clip that we did, and I was saying about how a person may have looked great before they got married or before they
Oi,
started dating anybody. Then months in, all of
You
a
must
sudden,
go pop
somebody
down.
like them a pop down. They be
Mhm.
stressed all the time.
that's not good.
Something that is not, and that also happens to women.
Mhm.
You suddenly in a new phase of life of whatever that phase is, and it's
Mhm.
not working for you. It is breaking you down, and you're not sharing it with anyone. So you're
Mhm.
suffering in silence. And when we talk about burnout, some of the things can be avoided and even just cut. If you say, hey,
Yeah.
stop,
Mhm.
stop, this is how it is impacting me. Look at me. Is this the person you know? And talk up, speak up, and let the other person or people,
Yeah.
because something, a lot of times we can portray that we are the go-to person. So everybody will be coming to you They
Mm-hmm.
hear that you so and so is you, they come to this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And even when they're coming, even one day when you look like you went up down for real,
Mm-hmm.
they're not even seeing it because you're always there.
Yeah.
You're always you make yourself available at all times.
Times. Yeah.
And so you don't give people a chance to let them see you.
Right. Yeah.
So think on these things. We're going to wrap up. But, the burnout thing here is an issue. It has caused people to become unalive because I hear that's the latest you have to say.
Yes. Yes. You're on a life. And the other word too, when dealing with the things that are happening where you're getting snatched by these persons, you're not to say the three letters, you must say solid water.
Satideh.
Because big brother is always listening. So
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But yes, it has caused people to no longer be here.
Oh yes.
And
They can no longer be here or desire to no longer be here.
to no longer be here. So that's another matter.
Yeah.
Yes, one day they just look at themselves and say, and that's it.
Yeah.
So,
Check
what was
out.
the question here? What are some practical ways that women can minimize burnout? Okay, so we can give some practical tips
Oh
at
yeah.
Take
this
some
point.
deliberate me time. Just take it. All when the clothes them pile up here, so all when the husband and the pitney them pack up the plate them in the sink and it reaches ceiling. Take some deliberate me time. I wish I had done that when I was married. Just I mean I did, like when you said one of the craziest things, I just walk out one day and left everything and just
Yes.
go walk and spend out some money when I wasn't supposed to spend.
Yeah, but that is why too,
Yeah.
that is, that's a serious part of it. That's why there are what I'm calling it again, retail therapy.
Hmm.
You have women who will just go in the mall and just buy something. You just go in there and wander around. You just say you have fat in your eyes. And just so you feel better about yourself or your circumstances, you just buy something. And usually it wouldn't be something you would have want. You just buy it because you make you feel better at the time.
Yes, that is so true.
Yeah.
And also you can take a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, go walk, sit down somewhere in a room, breathe.
Yeah. I have something here that I said, give yourself permission to rest. Right? Especially in situations when you say nobody now tell you if you go and go rest. Give yourself permission to rest. Caribbean women are often raised to be strong, dependable, and always available for others. But strength also comes in knowing when you should pause. Rest is not laziness, it is restoration. So take a quiet walk. I'm just jumping in because you said something about the walk. Take a
Yes, of
quiet
course.
walk. You know what I mean? Whatever you makes you reconnect to yourself. Stop carrying everything alone. Ask for help. Reconnect with something that gives you joy. Whether you listen to music, you sit, you just dance by yourself around the house. Are you do something, crochet, whatever you want. Joy is medicine for a tired spirit.
That's right.
Just
And
protect your boundaries. Learn to say no and take time for yourself.
that's
Period.
right. And for people who are in journaling, you can also even journal one sentence.
Yeah,
You can have a cup of tea in peace.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because it don't take much, it don't take a trip to the moon, it don't take much.
no.
Sometimes, in cases of, loved ones, whether it's spouse or family members, it don't take much. I have taken my birthday off every year for years now. And it just happened that the company that I was with, after 10 years, as part of my whatever package or however, my, what you call it, whatever, the perks you get, you got your birthday off with pay every year. So that kind of, that kind of just propelled me into doing it. So every year I have taken my birthday off. And sometimes I've been asked, so what you plan to do? And I said, I'm going to lay in my bed and I'm going to count all my toes.
That's right.
I'm going to lay in the bed and look at my toes, and I go and count them one at a time and get reacquainted with my toes. That means we're not going to do nothing. We're just going to lay down and don't do anything.
Yes, ma'am.
We seem like we must always be in motion, or we must have something to do. No, not so. I am not doing anything unapologetically so. The older I get, hey, that's what you're getting from me. What you going to do? Nothing.
That's right, Tracy. And not
Right.
mixes.
Yes.
That is true. And they also say, stop multitasking everything. Cook or talk on the phone, clean or supervise homework, work or scroll. Your brain will thank you.
Yeah.
And we talk about boundaries. Delegate. If you have children, let the children help. Let your partner take a task.
Yes.
Outsource when possible. Stop micromanaging.
That's the thing. That's what I mentioned earlier. Micromanaging, do it like me, so not do. Even if the children, I have to get back to the chair because my daughter, my grandchildren have to do. They have been doing everything for themselves for years now. They're 10, 11, and 9. I mean, Lord, and so you go. They're 13. Everybody has had a birthday, pardon me. The big one is 13, middle one is 11, the little one just turned 9.
Gosh, time fly.
Last week.
The internet was born the other day.
Yeah, but she has let them do. I mean, them have to clean them room. I guess being a teacher, she have up a whole chart. Who have this chore on Monday, Tuesday, and her home is like a well-run, well-oiled machine. She not have to say why somebody do so and so because it is her chore. And although they may not do it exactly how she would have wanted, she let them do it. She compliment them on it as I do as well when I go there. And when they now look, you straighten the little edges whenever you see it. So you don't come and say it not look right. You say, my, what a fantastic job. Wow, wow, wow. And when they now look, you straighten out the little edges when they need to straighten out. But they feel important and they feel like they're contributing. So you're not hurting little Johnny. Little Johnny will thank you later on when he has taken a wife.
Absolutely. Good morning, Tony. I see you over on Instagram. Yes, but as we are wrapping up, we just want to say take care of yourselves. Simplify, your meals. You can do one pot meal or pre-cut veggies or batch cooking.
Oh, Lady D, please take a pause right with the meal. Go back to the meal in a second.
Yeah.
I know somebody who would have to cook every day because the husband wants fresh food every day.
Yes.
So if you made something yesterday and it's to you and it's not finished, they don't want it. You have to cook fresh every day. It's this, that's how I roll. I don't eat warm up food.
Jackie.
Yeah, I don't do warm up.
Okay. But yes, come on now. And in this day and age, it's not every, how many stay-home moms you have, really? Especially Caribbean women. Some of women stay home. So how you expect to go out to work, still come home, go up fireside? Some people have to say, no, it can't do this evening.
Think about the women who go at the farm and then go dig up the yam and the cocoa and the dasheen and then come and then wash them off and then cook the little food and then left the food for the husband to eat and then put the something in a cocos bag and then go find down the truck and carry something and go down at the gate and then put it on the market bus and then go Brownstone market and then set up the stall and then sell and then go down and Miss Corey go buy one piece of cloth and then go around the market back, go buy the piece of meat and the trimmings off of the meat where they have on the market and then she come and she put it in the pot and she pot roasty while she not even beer yet.
Jeez.
Think Well,
Right.
listen, think about all of that she did, and then she have to get up, and then she have to go to church to help them to clean the church floor, and then she come back, and then she have to finish up the washing and put it on the line, and then she have to take a little shower, not even shower, bathe in a little bath pan, and then she have to go over church for the whole day and come back, and she not sleep yet.
Yeah.
How did she do it?
Yeah.
That's where we learned our strength.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how did
Yeah.
we get so strong? We saw that.
Mm-hmm.
I
We
felt that
lived in
one,
it.
Jackie. I
We
felt
picked up
that
the little
one.
pieces as kids in between
Yeah.
those, the things that fell off the table. And she said, pick up that and come give me. Go catch the water and throw in the iron so we can iron the clothes and stuff like. We picked up those little pieces and we learned as we
Yeah.
went along. That's
Yeah.
where we learned our strength. That's where
Yeah.
I learned my strength.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't do better. I can do better. I mean, should I say better or I can do different?
Different.
Now that I learned and know different, I can do different. And we have to take advantage of those little times that we get as downtime and use them for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You have to
Thank,
carve out the time.
thank
The
you
time
for that,
not,
Jackie.
the time
Yes.
not gonna happen. You have to carve it out and let that be sacred to you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And let people know point blank that, listen, I'm not going to do this today. And,
Yeah.
I had become very passive in my marriage. And I think that part of me, I lost that part of me that would say no. I should have. And then, when I caught up on myself, I said, I don't need this. No, sir.
Yeah.
So we need that. We need that strength, but we need the balance. And we need somebody who, when you come in, no, you come in now into the relationship or the friendship, and we still gonna maintain that balance. So therefore, you go and pick up some, me go and pick up some. We go and do this together, and we go and do it. But then you go and do your thing for your own, and me go and do my little thing for my own. Meaning, I'm gonna take my day, you take a day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some time for me, you take a time for, and then we have our time together, and then we do things together again. Balance.
Yes, yes. Because thank you, Jackie. Here, Andrea is saying, and we're wrapping up now, ladies and gentlemen. I know a girl who get run down because her father don't want fridge food. If he doesn't want what she cooked, she will find it on the counter. Oh dear.
Okay.
Isn't that something? That's
Yes,
abuse.
manipulation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and abuse.
Asking everyone here to share this show with your friends and family. Very informative. Yes. Thank you, co-producer. Andrea also says the food not the same. This generation doesn't eat the same as the older folks. All that too, we know that.
Yeah.
But we want to
McDonald's, what
thank
they were saying.
everyone for tuning in. And Jax, celebrate for the rest of the month or year.
Yes, I
Yeah.
shall. Any
Very-
moment I get, I
Yes.
shall.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. And of course, you've shared your story here with us about your marriage. And we know the second time around will just be voila.
Yeah.
It's oh, I believe women also need to spend time with good women friends. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Sensible
Yeah.
ones, positive, no negative.
Yeah, I'm very picky when it comes on to friends, female friends too, because sometimes we can be mixed up and blend them in a lot.
Well,
I have
we
a
are
lot
at
of
the
male
age.
friends, and
We're at the age now. Go ahead, Jack. Sorry.
yeah, I have a lot of male friends, and I find that they make very good male friends. They know their position as male friends, and they don't cross that line. Some of them are married, some of them are single, but they're just good male friends. You just can talk to them just like how I would talk to a woman, and they give you good advice too.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and you need that balance. And female friends, I find it hard to pick like new female friends because I'm so connected with the ones that are around me already. That if a new person come in and want to break through into this part of me, it takes a long time, or I become very picky. So I thank you, ladies, for being in my circle.
Of course. And we are so
We's
glad
in
to
your
have you.
corner.
I love you. I
I've
love you.
always I
righty.
love it too, Jack. I've always said that. I said it to my mother one time, and she laughed. She said, "Lord, you're so rough." But I said to her, I said, thank you for giving me three friends. I said, look at it. We each have all my sisters. I have three sisters because it's four of us. So we have three. Every one of them have three sisters.
Mm.
I've had persons like one, two, and I have friends that I've had for years. I like Jackie said, I don't pull new people. New people, I'm not going to pull you into the nucleus. There's a circle. You gotta stay outside of the circle. Me too old now. If you go start. I look for more close friend. You can be my friend. You can
Yeah.
be an
Yes.
acquaintance, but
Acquaintance. Mm-hmm.
come into the circle. No, I don't have any more space
Yes.
this age. I appreciate you and all, but I want to live drama free.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
and I can't just close my eyes to it and say, "Oh yeah, well, she's so nice. She's at work and da 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 da."
Hmm.
She crosses, make her stay around there, so
Yes.
I can't do the drama and the this and the that. I
No, no,
find
no.
persons of our age and
Mm-hmm.
they're still looking for a best friend. There is something wrong. You should not reach my age and you still not have a best friend can draw. And then in my conversations with new acquaintances, I find that out. I
Mm-hmm.
said, where did you go to school? What jobs did you hold before? What about your
Mm-hmm.
college days? Have not a God Almighty soul who
I,
you hang with that you're still friend with something wrong. And
I,
you want to
I,
be a friend,
I,
and you want to come mix up and blend that? No,
I.
something is wrong with that picture.
Something is wrong.
And
Yeah.
at my age, I should know better. I can't just now say, oh, some friends are needy,
Yes. And
Yes.
they'll
needy,
drain
and
you. They'll drain you.
Drain
and
your
they will
energy,
Mm-hmm.
drain your pocket,
They'll drain.
drain your
drain
mentally,
everything.
burn you out.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, you get to a certain age, I know I can call it yesterday, so and so and so. I'm gonna get sage advice, sound
Yes.
advice, with one good prayer on top of it. Same thing anyone will call me. We can't call you. You know what I mean? We
Yes.
we know that. Plus, me have so what am I looking for? And then my husband and my first best friend, me and him talk about everything. If we have to pray,
Everything. That's
yeah,
how I figure.
start out.
Come
So,
tell me about say what's joke to you is death to me. You
oh
know,
Lord, no,
that's not
no, no,
togetherness.
no.
Okay.
But anyway, that's how that's how different something. Lord have
No, we can laugh
mercy.
about these things, you know?
Yes.
Boy, I forgot because I'm working later and
All
knowing,
right.
the way the job is going, I might have to
Yes.
work overnight.
And we want you to
So
stay fresh. We
Yes.
want you to stay
Young,
alive.
I
fresh,
thank the
and
Lord
green.
for these years. I feel, even though things are happening in the back, like a lot of hard things are happening, trying to balance family and work and all of that. But I thank God for these years. Me
Yes.
reaching 58. A lot of people
Mm-hmm.
don't get to my age at 58 and look like me or feel like me. So I give thanks
Yes.
to the
Wonderful.
Most High.
Right.
Jackie, I remember the 50s.
I made grace them coming in nicely, and
There
last
you
night
go.
we just feel like so when I just cover a few of them and leave out this patch right here, so because this
All
is the
right.
reminder.
There
So
you go.
so
Yeah.
Milan
As
for
we're
soon
wrapping
ago.
up, co-producer says, on behalf of the men, thanks to the woman who carried us, nurtured us, and raised us, sometimes as father and mother. And then that had cut off, and it says something else down the bottom. Oh, the woman of Proverbs 31. Yes,
Amen.
yes, sir.
Amen.
So I hope that you all garnered something from our conversation and we gave you some takeaways, and set your boundaries. Share what's bothering you, what's
Mhm.
pressing you down, that what's weighing you down.
Yeah.
And take time for yourself. Take a day. Take a 5 minutes.
Take a week.
Take a
Just
week.
disappear sometimes when nobody that even know which party there and then it appear somewhere else.
Take
Yes.
a week.
Yes.
Take a whole week.
But yes, it's not good when we get burnout. And as Jackie
No.
said, brain fog take you, all kind of
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
And
A
it
lot of things.
ages you.
Fatigue
It age you.
ages
Make
you.
you look decrepit, all kind of something are going.
No,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, no, we're not going there.
Mm-mm.
Go splash some water on your face, look in at your mirror and say, get it together, girl. Get it together.
Yeah, and reconnect with nature.
Yes.
Go out there, go in a park, walk around, pick up some leaves, go make a craft. It's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of little things. When you need no money, of course, if you can go to the spa, by all means, go to the spa. You know, if you can't,
Mhm.
Not with a spa that smells of smoke.
yes, please. You want one that
Correct.
smells like lavender.
Yeah,
Yes.
hey, that's my thing. Lavender, I'm a lavender girl.
Yeah, man.
Dri- So, we are from the Caribbean. We say lavender, and co-producer just says, "You mean lavender?"
Well, it depends on my audience. I can say
Thank
that
you.
it depends on my audience.
Thank you.
I can drop it over there, so and drop it back over here. So
Yes.
yeah.
So, no pay, no mind. We there. But thank you everyone for tuning in. When Caribbean women get burnout, the issues of life.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, and so, we are looking forward to celebrating ourselves every day.
Yes.
Every day, celebrate yourself.
Yes. And
Yeah.
on your
If
birthday,
you
you
want,
can
put
put it
little
up or
rouge
not.
on your cheek. Put on little rouge on your cheek.
Yeah.
Drop on a wig if you want.
Lord, look here. We have to come out for the ear. Look, there is a sister I was talking to, and her hair is extremely thin. I mean, it's thin. It look like they must have dropped off in front of my eyes. It's that thin. And it's somebody who is professional. She's very self-conscious of it. And I said to her, why don't you start wearing a wig? I said, you don't have to go overboard. Because she always compliment me on my wigs. Why this? And I said, look, I'm not afraid of changing my wigs. Nobody thinks this is my hair. If you think this is my hair, well, fine. It's mine. I bought it. But if this morning I was sporting a short and later on it's a long, deal with it. Because I am fine and I'm on. But she said to me, say, I want to buy one, So I said, since you're a professional woman, go to the store, let them do a nice fit on you, and
Yes.
tailor it to you. And so,
Mhm.
and she come back the next week and she said her husband said, not a bit of that.
Oh Lord.
Him not like wig. So I said to her, him not feel like wig. Are you wear the wig?
Yes.
So she wear her natural hair, just cut it off?
She have her natural hair, and she even tried to wear it in like sister locks. Sister locks
Oh,
are very small, but they are dropping out.
No,
okay.
me cut it off and cut it down to.
No, cut out. You can see her scalp. It's
So she,
beyond that. It's scalp.
yeah.
Oh wow!
Is
So she
alopecia?
go bald.
I don't know what it is. And he says to her, I do not like wigs. There
That's
is
a
no, she
selfish
can't put in
person.
a weave, she can't braid
No, it's
because
not
the
gonna
hair
work.
cannot take the thing. And
Yes.
It's selfish.
and I said to her, I said to her, I can't give you any advice. I
Mm-mm.
wouldn't, it's not my place. But I said you should give a care that your self-esteem is
Yeah.
diminished daily.
Mm-mm.
Yes, he knew you when you had a full head of hair, but no, because of certain circumstances, it's not happening, and you are stepping out in the in your creative space and in your professional role. I said
Oh.
because I said he's in the meantime, the dude uses just for men.
But
Here blacker than black. And you know, so if you reach older than me, you know, have a great protein. You can't say the just for men. How you might use just for men?
That's a control freak,
Anyway,
selfish,
He's
controlling.
narcissist. Yes.
let me not
Selfish.
get off into another subject matter.
Yes.
Yes. So we probably have to go have one next show.
The
Is the
show
show starting over?
No, we are wrapping
Selfish.
up for the fourth time.
Oh my goodness. I'm
Lord of
sorry.
mercy.
Sir, that
Lord
is
of
crazy.
mercy. That's where I look upon him and say, Lord of mercy. Very greedy.
Lord. Well,
Yes.
thank you for that wrap up, Sharon. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking forward to seeing you back on Saturday Morning Runnings at 10 a.m. on Voices with Lady D live on YouTube. What a conversation we had this morning. Covered so many bases, and I know that it's relatable to a
Yes.
lot of people. So thank you so much and to our Instagram viewers, we thank you, those of you over there, and Facebook. That's where I saw, because we're on LinkedIn as well. So, you know, we try to push it as much as we can.
Yes.
But looking forward to being back next week. Honey, something is okay. So thank you, ladies. Enjoy your rest of your weekend now.
All right.
And
one day when I feel burnout, I might just pop up in the backyard. Sharon might just hear the knock on the door and it won't be door on me.
Hello.
yes, and
I
we
wanna
just
try
say
to go away.
come. We say come. Come in.
Yes.
Come.
Yes.
That's what I really wanted to do this weekend, you know, but through them talking
Yeah.
about the bomb scare and all of that. And
Yeah,
that's the only reason.
And the TSA persons are on strike. They're not on strike. What do you
Yes.
call it? They're not getting paid. So
Paid.
they're calling out.
Mm-hmm.
300 of them have resigned because they said they have to look at their jobs. Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I haven't been keeping no, Sam. I forgot to look on the news. No?
Yeah, because of the shutdown, the government shutdown.
Yes.
They're not getting paid. They're working without pay.
Mm-hmm.
Once
Okay,
again.
something that's going on in this country. Anyway, you know something. Me hear my belly just make a sound when a sound right. It need something in there to fill the void.
All right.
So that means it.
Drea says, good luck,
Wow.
good show, ladies. Thank you. Thank
you,
you,
Drea.
Drea. And thanks for joining us. Thank you, co-producer in the
Yes.
back. So
Ta-ta.
blessings, everybody. We are Kongwan Road now. Angalang. Come
Yeah,
in.
good
Let's
one.
go.
Yeah, me are going. Me have spring cleaning to do.
Okay.
Oops. All
Yeah.
right. With help, I hope.
Oh yeah.
All right.
How's the round there? I start without me.
Okay.
He was
Okay.
a silent listener this morning, but he's there.
All right.
Okay.
And I hear
Give him more love.
night. So
Yes.
Hello.
Better off.
Tell him
Okay,
we love.
okay. Ta-ta.
I will.
Blessings,
I will.
everybody. Enough
Yeah,
love.
man.
Bye-bye.
Take it easy.
Caribbean women are known for being strong. But what happens when the strong woman gets tired? This Saturday at 10 a.m. on Satideh Mawnin Runnings, we're getting into a powerful conversation. Caribbean women get burnt out with the issues of life, from raising families to supporting everyone emotionally, to working, praying, giving, and just holding everything together. Who checks on the woman? Who checks on everyone else? We're talking about burnout, emotional labor, and the pressure to always be the strong one. How do Caribbean women carry so much? And what happens when life becomes overwhelming? Join us live this Saturday at 10 a.m. on Voices with Lady D on YouTube for real talk, real stories, and real solutions. Satideh Mawnin Runnings, where culture meets conversation.
Okay. Okay, it's Friday, and today we're not going to order food. We're going to make some homemade Jamaican jerk lo mein. And today we're going to do that with a special spice we got here from Truly Delicious Jamaican jerk seasoning. So we got this here. We got some pre-cooked pasta there. And here's the secret, guys. You want to cook your pasta with some mushroom sauce, and it comes out pretty dark and ready. All right, so we got that. We dumped everything in a saucepan here, and look at that. Look at that Jamaican jerk lo mein. Ready to go. I think it's delicious. So we got some carrots in there, some peppers, and there's a twist in there, guys. We got some fish in there as well, and some mushrooms. So it's a combination. I think it's gonna be great. Let's see. Looks good to me. What do you think? Let me know how you feel, man. I'll send you a package.
Ready for real talk and powerful conversations? Then subscribe to Voices with Lady D on YouTube, where culture meets commentary and the diaspora speaks loud and clear. Don't just scroll. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and tap the bell so you never miss a moment. From laughter to legacy, it's all happening here. Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power.